All right, guys. Hey, what's up? Good morning and welcome to the Olimoleague. Now, you might be thinking, who's that tiny little guy over there that's not Zombie Grub? Well, first, I need to zoom in on his camera ever so slightly since he is actually kind of tinier than I meant to make him. Whoops. But other than that, that is Up a Tree Zelda, a.k.a. Sal, a.k.a. my co-caster for the evening. How you doing there, buddy?
Doing all right, man. All right. How are you?
I'm doing just dandy as I try and get this camera situated here. That should be better, I hope. Okay, and if it's not, we'll just leave them as is. So you've got a coffee. I grabbed some unsponsored G Fuel. I think we should be good for the evening.
Is that hashtag unsponsored or actually unsponsored?
I don't know. Soon to be. Maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know. We have nothing in the pipeline for G Fuel. I'm just surprised it works is what it is. Anyways, some of you may be like, well, that sure as hell isn't Zombie Grub. I thought you said you and Zombie Grub were casting one more time before Toronto. We've put Zombie Grub to bed. She's asleep. She's resting. She's sick. And luckily, Sal was available to come fill in.
I got strong-armed, fam. Brought me in.
Strong-armed. So, he was enticed by the Terrans, and the passion rose up within him.
I was told.
Yeah, he was told. He was told. I told him to get the fuck over here.
Of course. I wouldn't leave you alone.
There's a lot of Terrans here, but the evil mistress Olimoleague has seated them all against each other. I'm waiting to get final word on the bracket being finalized, because right now they're weeding out the people who didn't check in and all the signups and stuff, but fucking Marine King versus Alive in round 1. There's like no way we don't cast that if it's actually Marine King.
Of course. I want to watch the matchup because I'm pretty sure that Marine King is going to YOLO his medevacs like a boss into the base of Alive every time.
If Alive showed up or not, that was the thing, because he's not online right now.
I don't know how the check-in system works. Like, isn't it if they're in challenge, doesn't that mean they showed up?
Yeah, but a lot of these guys will check in even, and then they won't show up for a little while, and then they'll push the boundaries of what is possibly a disqualify.
Beauty.
So that's you tentative to be who you cast. So we always try and find some backup matches. But Sal, I know a bit about you. I know a couple of folks here know a bit about you, but what about the folks who don't? Give us a small TLDR. Who's this guy?
Okay. I play a lot of StarCraft. I stream it twice a day.
What race? Hit us up.
And I play Terran. I'm bad, and by bad I mean I'm like 5k MMR right now. I was 5300, and then I did a charity marathon. It was all Zelda stuff. Means no StarCraft, and now I'm 5000. I was 53. We were good, and now we're not. So there we go. That's me.
Also, I'm interested here. I'm waiting to get word on the bracket being finalized. I think it is as we speak. But I messaged Marine King, and I said, hey, and his response was, no pro gamer.
What? Oh, so he's not a pro gamer.
Well, so I'm wondering if this is like, oh, I'm rusty. That's the Korean easy English way of saying I'm rusty, right? Like I'm not a pro gamer anymore. I haven't played in a while.
Let me see. Career summary. He's been GM a few times, and in Heart of the Storm, he was GM once.
Oh, ByuN in time.
Ooh. ByuN?
Yeah, actually, so this is cool. Do you know much about Time? He's like a young Chinese player.
I've seen him play a few times, but I don't think I've seen him like win any. I think I've seen him win a few times, but it's never been like against one of the gods of Terran. Well,
so that's the thing. In the map test contest we held back before Season 2 started,
I recall.
He murdered TY of all people.
Oh, shit.
And it was like in a best of 7, too, or something.
I recall this, actually.
Join off me quickly, sir.
Oh, shit. I got
get
you.
Into this. All right. Make sure they don't kick you. I think we should be okay. So, we're just waiting to confirm. It's nice because there are some other matchups on here that like first round so sick. You got Innovation versus Leenock. That's another one I would have loved to have grabbed at too. But there's so many good matches in this first round, guys. I like ByuN in time. It's a TvT to warm up with. I don't think TvT can really go badly, and it is showcasing one of the up and coming Chinese players against one of the established gods, ByuN.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out. I want to see if ByuN opens with that nice 2-Rex Reaper thing that seems to be going around the KR ladder Renos these days. Have you seen that?
Sorry, say again. I was responding to somebody.
Oh, there's like 2 racks Reaper going around right now, but it's like 2 racks into macro build.
Yeah.
And so it opens up with this weird 2-1-1 style thing.
So I was convinced this was just Gumiho being really cheesy until I saw him do it
it's going
all
around
the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because we've actually it's almost like what I can best describe as like a swirl of like TvT meta, because it was like the two Ravens got established, and then the 3 Cyclones came out, and then now it's like the Reapers are making the rounds again. Like, I'm not sure how long this fad will last.
So I think because everyone was opening like single Reaper into Hellion or Cyclone, somebody was like, shit, if I just build 2 Reapers, that'll be better than the 1 Reaper, and then I'll win from there, but then I'll macro behind it. It's like everyone will think I'm cheesing, but I'm not. And that's where that build is right now. So everyone started building, like, they start skipping the Reactor and going straight for the Hellion. The meta is really interesting when it comes to, like, you know, countering one another and playing an interesting game of chess.
Well, as we've tweeted, guys, we're live. We're getting into the very first game of the day. Just double checking. I think these are best of 3s. Just double checking before we got too far into it. Spawning here on the lower right, he is going to be the Terran God. You know him well. It is the Korean ByuN. Oh, Sal, if you don't know, my allergies have been wicked bad lately, so enjoy the sounds you're going to hear tonight.
It's okay, dude. I got you. And in the top left, we have the Chinese Terran player, Time.
Now, Time, for now, is in the BaseTradeTV house. I believe he wants to make a transfer over to the Leifang house, which is more Chinese players and probably better folks for him to communicate with. I don't know if he's already left or leaving soon, but him and Cloudy have been here since like the start of the year, and we've got to see some really cool things out of them. Before anyone starts wondering like just how one-sided this matchup is, I think it's safe to say we all favor ByuN going into it, right? Like that's not like up for contest.
It's difficult not to favor ByuN in any matchup against any player, really, except for maybe Dark or TY or any of them.
And it's funny you bring up TY because, again, for those who didn't catch that, like in a very long series, Time actually beat TY. But what I really liked about watching that series at the time, no pun intended, was that he beat him with like pretty good macro. It was like auto turrets versus tanks. It was breaking positioning. It wasn't 2 racks Reapers. It wasn't 3 racks Reapers. It wasn't proxies. It was just straight up good Terran play. So we know that Time has that in him. And on
He's
top
got
of the
macro.
Absolutely. And this is combined with the fact that this is Korea versus Korea. This isn't actually China to Korea, which has really bad lag.
Oh right, yeah, because he's in the house. So there's a Leifang house, is like a Leifang house as well, or a Leifang.
Yeah,
I don't even know how does that work. That's cool.
Yeah, so basically they're down the street from our house, and Norgret helped them set up. And they brought some of the, fortunately, a couple of the guys who got banned recently, but they trained with some of the Korean pros. They had like Seed, Hurricane, and a couple others in the house for a small time. I don't know if they're still in the house with the Chinese players or not, but the Leifang guy who's in charge of all that, he's been really just pushing, like, the whole point of the Leifang Cup was to get Chinese exposure against Koreans, and the best Koreans, right? And I think, like, having a team house is helping with that, too, which is kind of cool to see. It's just sad to see that some of them have wasted their opportunity and gotten banned.
Oh, shit.
This SCV is going to help Time quite a bit. A couple of shots here and there, soaked against the Reaper, and ByuN.
Yeah, this is the cute 1 Reaper versus 1 Reaper and 1 SCV micro, and then
this is the meta right here. So it's about the SCVs you pull.
Yeah. I'm surprised that ByuN didn't stop the CC to pull that SCV because it was closest and he pulled extra ones, but oh wow. ByuN with the super nice Reaper kill there.
I didn't think he'd get that last shot in there. Time just barely getting caught, but he is
Reapers will do it to you, man. Reapers will do it.
Have you ever heard my Reaper analogy for these fights?
No.
It's the Han Greedo dynamic. Who shot first?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Many times I've been like fighting a Reaper and I've like zoomed in to try and see whose health is like getting cut off first because I can't tell. And then my
your camera
Reaper
gets
dies
stuck and tilts to the side for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the cool stuff when you see which Terran opts to build like 2 Marines or extra Marines versus another Reaper and a Hellion or a Cyclone. But Time going with that double gas though, I've noticed, and then into expand, whereas ByuN opted for a slightly greedier Reaper FE.
Time. This is so funny for me to watch because like Innovation and ByuN have fought it enough times against each other. We've seen multiple Cyclones become normal for them.
Right.
But it's actually Time went for a Banshee, and this is like a cloakless Banshee followed up by a Raven.
He's seen this recently.
This can certainly get kills. I mean, Cyclones, Marines, they take forever to kill a Banshee. Like, they don't just, like, instantly pop it off like, say, a Widowmine would, right?
Yeah, you can skirt the edges really well. It's not like if you build a Viking or something. Yeah, it's not the same.
Well, it'll get to the natural. There's a couple of softened up SCVs. Meanwhile, Time back at home did build his own Cyclones, so more than one. And he'll be able to hold this defensive fight here at the natural. ByuN's pretty quick to the pole. It's so weird seeing.
Yeah, he's only got 2 Marines though. If Time just commits, he can take these out and then keep going. Yeah. But ByuN is really good at knowing when to back up and regroup his stuff. If he pops out a Viking, he should be good. This push is going to be pretty deadly, I think.
Yeah, the auto turret can do a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
it can.
The medevac brings so much power to those Marines. Nice pickup out of ByuN.
Time with the legendary 3rd Cyclone. Okay, this is
enough,
the limit.
It's so damn close. It's so
he
damn
should,
close.
If he targets.
Oh my god! The micro! 1 health on this Cyclone now!
Oh no.
The SCVs get pulled. They're diving for it.
Always shoot the
Cyclones. Them both. Are you serious, ByuN? You're
Amazing.
so sick.
He's so good. And he cleans up the Banshee at home, no problem.
Oh yeah, how many kills did that get in total? Not much. They both trade out for about the same workers, but you know, Time's command center being so far behind is a big part of why he's 10 workers down right now.
So have you noticed that Time has done the most Korean player thing possible? Do you know what that is? Lose your army, build a 3rd CC.
Oh.
That is every time I've ever watched a game, I'm like, all right, this is where he like defends. So no, he builds a 3rd CC. He doesn't care. Yeah, it's amazing.
By the way, someone in chat asking about what would happen if we had the BaseTradeTV house versus the Leifang house. We've actually had a couple of Dong Wars events, and that has happened. And the Leifang house lost the last time, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll have a couple more rematches throughout the year. That's actually kind of the cool thing about it. Like, there's not really proper team houses. Like, there's a couple of things here and there. There's like an unofficial Dead Pixels house with like Patience and Impact and someone else, and get the Leifang house, BaseTradeTV house. And they have
Jinair's got one, right though?
Yeah, but Jinair doesn't do anything. Like, they're not allowed to do anything. Yeah. We've actually spoken with a couple of their players, like off the record type thing, and they've been cool to do events, but they're not allowed to.
Right.
They're still under like old Kespa law.
That's unfortunate.
It is. But hey, you know that faster 3rd CC is gonna help Time here a little bit.
Yeah, I think he was like a few seconds faster than ByuN, and ByuN didn't follow up on the pressure, so he's kind of just being allowed to do whatever he wants. He's down 10 supply though, which is what you'd expect from someone who lost like half their army for it. But
what
you should be okay.
Did he went for air control off the back end of this? Like, he lost.
This
the
is
ground
what you
fight.
do. Yeah, because so if you think about it, in this position, ByuN can drop him or attack him in the front. Tanks are really good defensively. You put them in the front. You build a few Vikings, a few Ravens. They protect the opening to the top side, and that's it. You're pretty much safe until you have to take a 3rd. The 3rd is going to be the problem with Time's play right now. How is he going to take his 3rd safely where ByuN already has his?
All right, well, both players get some really nice scouts, by the way. First off, the main scout for Time lets him know that ByuN's macro is hitting that stride. He saw all the barracks. He knows about the timing for the star point and everything like that. ByuN was looking to see what army there was, and seeing 2 tanks and a Banshee through a scan isn't that big of a deal. If he had scanned over here, however, and saw 2 almost full energy Ravens and the Vikings, that would have been a really nice catch. But ByuN is doing double armory? This has got to be an accident, right?
I would suspect it'd have to be given
he's feeling that cocky that he
No, there's no, he couldn't even, if you were going to do that, you build 2 sensor towers on the other side of the map to like display your dominance. You don't build a 2nd armory in the back of your base. He cancels it right now. There you go. Good call on the accidental armory.
I mean, it's weird because I guess we see this out of like other races, but rarely Terran, right? The double accidental expensive building.
Right. Well, I mean, it happens if you kind of late on your 1-1 and or kind of late for your 2-2, and you're like, shit. So you build another armory like right away, and then you're like, oh crap, did I do that? And you build another one.
Yeah, but those were built like same time. Is why I sit there and
I'm
so skeptical about it. 3rd base for Time comes down so much later than ByuN. This was a bit of a problem. Like, the 3rd CC was up sooner. He had a little bit going for him, but he didn't actually get to use it till just now. On top
Right,
of this, he's being distracted heavily on the north side by these 2 cyclones, which admittedly should have been cleaned up a long time ago, while the main army pushes down here. And one Marine
Nice
scouts
with the
this.
Cyclone Micro over here against this Banshee on the top side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That Banshee, 4 health.
He almost left. He ran out of Cyclone because Cyclones tickle. Yeah, look at these. Just a few tanks defending this. Nice and easy.
This is like borderline. You might as well just throw your towel in with mech when you got this many Vikings and so little bio on the ground.
Yeah, but you'd be. I don't know if you'd be surprised, but you'd be surprised how much damage those auto turrets will do, man. Like you go in for that kill, you're like, oh yeah, I got this, and then no. There's like 8 auto turrets on the floor, and you regret all your life choices and wish you could have just not done that.
You know, whether it's the pre-patch auto turrets or the ones we have currently in the game, I think still their best use is just that high priority target. Like throw them down, soak up the siege tank shots, move in.
Yeah. They still do a ton of damage. Like I don't know how big their nerf was versus Marines though. Like they're big nerf to SCVs and stuff, but I don't know if they do how much worse they are. He's way out of position. The Ben's just gonna run in here. He's just gonna be able to go into the natural if he wants to.
Yeah, time just picked up with those 2 medevacs. So no Marines here. There's no fodder for these tanks. He's gonna lose SCVs. He might even lose the CC for this.
Oh, he definitely will. There's only 1 tank here to defend, and then he's got the Vikings, but it's not enough. There were too many tanks down by the 3rd.
ByuN overstimming is doing more damage to his own army than time is.
Oh yeah, he's way too eager right now, but I don't think there's much
the
time
double
to
drop. The double drop fails on the other side of the map, and time loses
ByuN's
everything.
ready. Look at this too. He's got the rally to the 3rd and the rally into the main. He's doom drop proof, and that's GG.
All right, ByuN takes a very nice game number 1.
He got ByuN, dude. That was my dude.
This is what I like about time, though. Like, there was no worming out of it. There's no, like, oh, looks like I'm too sick to play. Like, he rose to the challenge to come fight. But it's not over yet. And that first game may have been a little bit unfavorable, but I don't know. After I've seen anybody in this game kill TY in a convincing manner, I'm convinced they could take on other Terran players.
Oh, yeah. He got a little bit. The early game will do so much against you if you just lose a few units, and then all of a sudden, now you've got no army. You can't do any pressure. You can't take your 3rd when you want or where you want. You know, ByuN took his 3rd at the same time, but you know, ByuN builds it at the 3rd. That's how confident he was, and then gets full saturation and runs away with the game.
All right, looks like Proxima is giving the second map. Just get you join as quick as you can here.
I got you. I got the friends list open.
Get that! You gotta smash that join button.
Oh, I'm ready.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, smash the follow button.
Yeah, the bracket tonight is so stacked. I'm just looking at Twitter, seeing Olimoleague tweet about it. I mean, we really have our pick of the litter.
Great. Oh yeah.
Now, actually, this is
Terran versus Billowy. I don't know. I can't tell.
Let me look at the bracket really quick. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'll find out when we get out of the game, I guess.
Okay.
I was gonna mention, Sal's got one sweet benefit that a lot of you guys don't have, though. Well, we do send replay packs from almost everything we cast to our subscribers. Not the Olimoleague. This is limited to the Olimoleague Patreons only.
Hey,
so,
special builds.
If you aren't part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation like Sal is and dying of cancer, in order to come on weasel your way onto BaseTradeTV for a cast, you will otherwise have to support the Patreon in order to get these replays from today.
I'm going to stop you real quick because there are 2 sneaky little SCVs making their way downtown. It's
so
late.
He's not entirely in the bottom left, but kind of in the bottom left, kicking off game 2. He's up 1-0. It's ByuN.
And then on the top right, we have the player who really needs to scout, because if he doesn't, he's going to get reapered to death.
He's gonna, though.
But he scouts it, though.
The scout is good. This right. Hang on, I got snake sound. I got to queue up. Is that gonna work? No, rip.
I wonder if ByuN now doesn't build the second barracks, builds 1 to pressure, and then just attacks with this one. So otherwise, he won't be able to finish.
He might not get to finish this, though. He's actually pulling more
SCVs.
SCVs.
He will. If he pulls the SCV down, no, that's a bad idea for time. That's just bad.
Actually,
He'll lose
this
more.
is too far gone, yeah.
Because the 1 racks versus 1 racks dynamic is going to be favorable for time. But
this guarantees that there's not going to be a second racks. Like, at least having the SCV out here, like, there's not going to be some third sneaky SCV that got out here.
Right.
Yeah, this should favor time. I mean, timing, ironically enough, will favor ByuN because Reaper will pop first, but yeah, time's
but not enough. It won't be enough to do any pressure because he's got that travel distance, and then that Reaper will be out. time going straight for that factory. Double gas again, and then double gas from... Yeah, the double gas from ByuN makes perfect sense, because if he doesn't do something like that now, then he'll be super exposed to the counter pressure from time, so he's going to have to turn out some units on him.
Oh, time taking the time to repair his SCVs. Kind of cute.
Oh, yeah. Repairing's always good, man. You should always repair.
So
oh, look at him. He didn't build a Reaper. This is surprising.
That is a little bit odd, but I think like a Marine and some good SCV micro might just cut it. No.
Yeah, but you don't... Not against ByuN, dude. That's just bad. It's bad news bears.
He went for second Marine, too, which I find really interesting for this. But I guess the thing is, it's Proxima Station. There's literally one spot the Reaper can go. If you actually had control of your base, and you had a Marine up here, like, I think 2 Marines would have been fine. He just didn't have time on his side to get that out. In fact, he canceled the Reaper he was building behind that to build another Marine. I
mean, this is weird. Maybe because he wants the fastest possible factory, he didn't build the Reaper. I'm not sure though. Ooh. With the lag. See, when people do this to me on ladder, chat laughs because they're like, it's equivalent to losing, and the guy types like, "I'm drunk." That's when you know he's pissed. You know you've made him mad because now he's intoxicated apparently. 300 APM drunk.
So while he's fiddling with lag, people are discussing the merits of Marine King in game. Olimoleague's in now chat saying it seems to be the real Marine King. Again, I messaged him earlier. He says no pro gamer. Oh, sorry, I forgot I'm the 3. But I'm pretty sure that was just him saying like I'm rusty, like I'm not the pro gamer you think I am. Don't cast me type thing.
In before wins Olimoleague.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Time's finally gotten a hold of the situation, but for ByuN, this actually did damage, a little bit more surprising than most. We're not using GameHeart because ByuN was hosting the lobbies, unfortunately, but if we were to take a peek at that income graph, Time had to pull a lot of SCVs from mining for a significant amount of time, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he did, because he has to fight. He had to fight, and then the pull he did to go try and attack the Raxes as well.
I don't like how far he was chasing off of that. That was actually asking for trouble.
Oh, to chase off after the Reapers?
Yeah.
Well, he's so close to the cliff there, like to the ledge, that I think he just was trying to catch ByuN, but you can't catch ByuN. ByuN's too fast.
My concern is more that whether these Marines take any pepper at all, because we do have Banshees falling up out of ByuN, and if any of these Marines are like a couple grenades go into them, suddenly they're half health, that's one-shot range for the Banshee. Good luck defending against the Banshee.
Time's opening up with a nice medevac though, so he should be okay even if he takes a little bit of damage. I'm more concerned with the damage he's taking right now on the Hellion. That's not as good. I want to see how much damage this does. Is there a mine in this medevac?
There certainly is.
Ooh, yeah. This is one of like the 3 openers I see a lot right now. There's like the double Raven Viking push, and then there's the Widow Mine drop that happens all the time too. But ByuN perfectly prepared. Oh, he targets it down. Oh, this is not gonna work out.
Time trying to do some fancy micro. It's like I saw you do this last time. It works, right?
Not versus the Cyclones, man. Cyclone's one of the best early game 1-for-1 units you can make in the TvT.
Yeah. Yo, did you know Cyclones? Well, I mean, of course you probably do, but Cyclones like will kill each other 100% of the time if there's no micro involved.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, because the shots actually like they have travel time, right?
Yeah.
So they come out. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it ends up being there's so many times it's really interesting. You want to like sacrifice some shots onto your Cyclone.
That's it.
Oh yeah, he's so.
Feels bad for time.
I'm amazed that even after the opener, that he still managed to take this kind of loss. He didn't go check for. That's weird. It's weird to me that even when you have the unit advantage, you still don't end up with any kind of scouting information. And this is probably the issue with him making the Marines rather than the Reapers, being unable to push back. See the Banshee.
ByuN will move on to fight against either Sue or Jim. I gotta give that one to Sue, right? ByuN versus Sue, round 2. I think that's a match worth waiting for. That's a GSL semifinal / finals waiting to happen.
That's almost the finals that was gonna happen now if that dastardly Maru hadn't come in and ruined it.
Too soon.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy for Maru though. Maru's been struggling, and then he just comes out, lays a beating. It's good. He played so well.
You don't have Twitch alerts, which is good for you in this instance because your ears didn't just get deafened.
What happened to you?
Unfortunately, our top donor alert is Korean shouting Plague-u, Plague-u da, Plague-u. And Riamar comes in for today and throws in $50 to say hi.
Dang.
Also, rest assured, guys, I've told Sal he's not going to take it. We're going to do this thing where I'll offer and he'll say no, and then I'll forcefully offer and he'll say no again, and then we'll just skip the dance. Sal's getting half of whatever we make today. So that's really awesome, Riamar. Thank you very much.
I
really
appreciate
that.
Apparently.
By the way, I would like you guys to do me a favor. We're going to go to our first commercial break of the day. We are going to wait for ByuN to fight against either Sue or Jim. I know there's a lot of other really good matchups here, but every time we say we follow ByuN, we don't end up seeing him till like the finals. I want to actually follow ByuN for once, and I know Sal would certainly appreciate it.
I would very much
fellow
appreciate that.
So, guys, do me a favor. Before we go further, Sal's not like a caster, right? And he was so just like, I don't want to cast. People aren't ready to make fun of me. It could be bad. Blah, blah. I think he's doing a fantastic job. But what I want you guys to do is do me a favor and just absolutely shit on him for the next 2 minutes during commercials. Make up whatever fake shit that you hate about him. Tell him his voice is terrible. Let's numb him to the dumb criticism that he's afraid of, because it's not going to matter. It really won't. So do me a favor. Bring out your worst. You're not going to get timed out for this one time ever. Well, unless you say something so bad that the bot auto-times you out. So maybe you don't go too far. But mods, pause. Let's get some shit on Sal, and we'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Thanks for watching.